At the beginning of Svetavaraha Kalpam, after the cosmic flood, Pralaya, Lord Vishnu was in a deep sleep on Adisesha, floating on the ocean of milk Palasamudram. From Vishnu's navel, a beautiful white lotus emerged. On this lotus, the Brahma appeared with five faces. Brahma sat in meditation for a long time and then began creating life in the universe. He formed the basic elements of the universe, including the five gross elements, Pancha Mahabhutas: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Then he created various living beings to populate the universe, including the Manasaputras, mind born sons, Brigu, Pulatsya, Pulaha, Kratu, Angiras, Marichi, Daksha, Atri, and Vashishta. The four Kumaras, Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, and other celestial beings such as Devas, Asuras, Yakshas, Rakshasas, and Gandharvas and Apsaras. He also created humans to pursue knowledge and dharma, animals and birds to maintain ecological balance, and plants to sustain life. When Vishnu woke up, he requested the other gods to assist Brahma in the process of creation, and the gods agreed. One day, Brahma decided to admire his creations. Riding on a swan, Hamsa, he traveled across the universe. Finally, he came to Vaikunta, where he saw Vishnu peacefully resting on Adisesha. Brahma was amazed by Vishnu's divine beauty and wondered who he was. Brahma approached Vishnu and asked, "Who are you?" Vishnu looked at Brahma silently, which made Brahma angry. Brahma said, "I am the creator. You should respect me as your guru. Why are you not bowing to me? Come and do namaskar to me immediately." Vishnu replied calmly, "You are mistaken, Brahma. You are my son, because you came from the lotus that emerged from my navel. Please come and have a seat." Brahma became furious and said, "You are wrong. I am the creator of everything, even you. You are my son and you have to bow me." Vishnu, still peaceful, said, "You are being unjust, Brahma. You came from me. I am the source of your existence." The argument escalated, and both started fighting to prove who was greater. Brahma, riding on his swan, and Vishnu on his Garuda, used powerful divine weapons, astras, against each other. The gods watched the battle but were too afraid to intervene. The battle was very intense, and the other gods approached Lord Shiva and informed him about the fight between Brahma and Vishnu. Shiva, along with Parvati, set out his divine chariot, the Omkara Ratham, accompanied by his Ganas. Shiva secretly observed the battle. Suddenly, an enormous pillar of fire, Agni Stambham, appeared between Brahma and Vishnu, stopping their weapons. The pillar had no beginning or end, and its brilliance astonished both Brahma and Vishnu. Both wondered who had created this fire pillar. Then a divine voice, Akashvani, declared, "To settle your dispute, one of you must find the start of the pillar, and the other must find its end. Whoever succeeds will be declared the greatest." Vishnu transformed into Varaha, a white boar form, and went downwards in search of pillar's base. Brahma took his Hamsa swan form and flew upwards to find the pillar's top. Vishnu searched deeply but could not find the base. Realizing it was endless, he returned to the starting point and began meditating and praying to Lord Shiva. Meanwhile, Brahma also could not find the pillar's top. While searching, he came across a flower, the Mughali or Ketaki flower, falling downward. Brahma asked the flower, "Where are you coming from?" And the flower replied, "I am coming from the head of this pillar." Brahma thought for a moment and asked the flower for help. He said, "I will take you to the Lord Vishnu as proof that I have seen the top of pillar." When Vishnu asks, "You must agree that I bought you from the head of the pillar." The flower agreed. On his way back, Brahma also met Kamadhenu, the divine cow. Brahma requested Kamadhenu to confirm his claim to Vishnu. Kamadhenu hesitated but agreed to be the witness. Back at the starting point, Vishnu admitted he could not find the base of pillar. Brahma, however, claimed he had found the top and presented Mowgli and Kamadhenu as proof. Vishnu asked the flower, "Is Brahma telling the truth?" The flower said, "Yes." Vishnu then asked Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu nodded yes with its head but shook no with its tail. Vishnu turned to the pillar and said, "O Parameshwara, you are the true witness. Please reveal the truth." At that moment, the fiery pillar split open and Lord Shiva emerged from it in his glorious form. As the pillar slit open, Lord Shiva emerged in his magnificent form, his presence awe inspiring. He looked at Brahma and said, "Brahma, you lied about finding the top of the pillar. This was a test to reveal the truth, and you have failed. Even the Mowgli flower and Kamadhenu lied to support your claim." Brahma trembled with fear, realizing the gravity of his mistake. Seeing Brahma's state, Lord Vishnu, full of compassion, turned to Shiva and said, "O Mahadeva, he is my son. Out of pride and desire to win, he made this mistake. Please forgive him." And Shiva, moved by Vishnu's plea, turned to him and said, "Vishnu, I bless you. You will be worshipped widely on earth. People will build grand temples for you, and you will be adorned with luxurious alankaras or decorations, more than me. From this day, anyone who worships me must also worship you, for you are equal to me in power and divinity." And then Shiva turned towards Brahma, and a scary form emerged from the middle of Shiva's eyebrows. It was Kalabhairava, created by Shiva's will. Kalabhairava bowed to Shiva and asked, "O Lord, what is my purpose?" Shiva replied, "You are me, and I am you. Now cut off Brahma's head that uttered lies." Kalabhairava immediately obeyed Shiva's command, severing one of the Brahma's 5 heads. From that day, Brahma was left with 4 heads instead of 5. Shiva then turned to Kalabhairava and said, "Your task is done. Now go to Kashi and reside there as Kshetrapalaka, protector of the sacred land. Anyone who visits Kashi must first worship you. Otherwise, their pilgrimage will not be completed." Shiva then declared, "I am Brahma, I am Vishnu, and I am Ishvara. This entire universe is a manifestation of me. While I exist in different forms, my lingam form is supreme and closest to my true essence. I prefer to be worshipped in this form." Turning back to Brahma, Shiva said, "You will be cursed from today. There will be no temples, festivals, or daily worship dedicated to you." Brahma deeply remorseful, fell at Shiva's feet and said, "O Lord, I accept the punishment as blessing. The act of cutting my head itself is a boon, but I humbly ask you to modify the curse." Moved by Brahma's repentance, Shiva said, "Very well, in any yajna, you will receive the first offering, the Adhyam. While you won't have many temples, your name will be remained in the daily prayers and rituals. Additionally, you will have two temples on earth. The first of these will be in Pushkar, formed by my grace." Next, Shiva turned to the Mowgli flower and said, "You will no longer be used in my worship because you lied." The flower pleaded, "O Lord, please forgive me." Shiva, in his mercy, modified the punishment as the Mowgli flower can be offered only on Mahashivaratri. Finally, Shiva addressed Kamadhenu, the divine cow, and said, "You too lied with your head, but spoke the truth with your tail. From now on, your back or tail end will be considered sacred, not your friend. Anyone performing Go Puja must worship your tail end. Without this, the ritual will remain incomplete." Shiva then made an important proclamation. "This day, when I emerged as a fire pillar, will be celebrated as the appearance of the first lingam form of me. This sacred night will be known as Mahashivaratri. It will be observed on the 14th day of waning moon, Chaturdashi, in the month of Magha. This day and night will be dedicated to my worship for eternity." Thus, the Agni Stambham became the symbol of Shiva's infinite nature, and the events of that day set the foundation of sacred observance of Mahashivaratri. This Agni Lingam is the one which is located in Arunachalam now. Stay tuned for our next videos where we'll dive deeper into the stories of Shiva Puranam. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for